girls, babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Hoy.
That's me, Tiberius. That's me, Tiberius. Today we are going to talk about some cool stuff. We have a great video game to talk about, and an interesting book, my bowling scores, and we got a great guest, Dr. Farrant from the craft school, which is the school I get to go to. I love it. Thank you, Dr. Farrant, for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on your show today.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
It's time for the video game of the week. Today's video game is Booga Booga, which is on the Roblox platform. That means you can play on PC or Roblox or other consoles and phones that support Roblox. I like this game because it is a survival style game. You get to chop down trees and mine for resources like gold, coal, and iron. Be sure to be nice to other players, because if you're mean, they can take your stuff and you have to start all over again. I think this game is cool because there's ants and binocs and birds and sharks. Age group of the game is like kind of like every single person, but actually it's not for like 1 and up. It's for like 4 and up. Yeah. My favorite part about this game is that you can mine and like chop down trees, and you can open chests. I give the survival game a 4 out of 5 stars.
Get ready, it's time for the bowling score report.
Six-piece bowling scores are 101, 113, and 107. I went to Skylands and I bowled with Vanessa and Gabriel, and it was lots of fun. I got over 100 on every game. If you want to go bowling, be sure to join me Saturdays at AMF Skylands on OBT at 10 a.m. in the morning.
And now we're all ready for the book of the week.
Now it's time for the book of the week. This week I read The Lost Jewels of Nabuti, which is a choose-your-own-adventure book. What I really like about this book is that you get to make your own choices. You'll get to read a few paragraphs, and then you'll get to choose which path you want to go to. For example, in this book, after getting to Boston, you get to choose whether you go to France or get more information about the missing jewels. My favorite part of the story is that the rubies are in Boston and the diamonds are in Morocco. The main characters of the story is you and your cousins, Peter and Lucy. Kids who like adventure and mysteries should read this book. It took me about 7 hours to read the book with some of the different paths. I give the Lost Jewels of Nabuti 9 3/4 stars out of 10.
And now it's time for the interesting person of the week.
Today's guest is Dr. Farrant from the Christ School. This is a great school that I get to go to, and I love every time I get to go. I really miss Mrs. Raspalo. So Dr. Farrant, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Farrant, to start, I thought you were the principal helper of the school, but my mom says you are the principal. So So, what do you really do at the grade school?
Well, my actual title is the head of school. So I lead the whole school and try to really make the school help it fulfill its mission and really help students learn and grow.
That's pretty cool. So, I heard you moved to Orlando in order to work at the grade school. Where did you move from?
I moved from Atlanta, kind of actually northwest Atlanta, so it's a place called Marietta.
What do you and your family enjoy about Orlando?
Well, we really like the Christ School. Obviously, I work there, and my kids go there, and so we love being there and the kind of the community and people that are there. We also live out in Winter Garden, so we love the farmers market out there, and we love going to see the soccer games. We're actually going to go to one of the soccer games this Saturday, and so a lot of stuff like the community, I think, is the biggest part.
What do you miss the most from Atlanta?
Probably two things. One, my family. A lot of my family still lives in the Atlanta area. So my parents, my grandparents, my wife's parents, and all her siblings actually live in Atlanta. So we left a lot of family when we came here. So we miss our family a lot. My boys and I really love camping. And we used to camp a lot up there. There's some cool lakes and mountains that we used to camp at. And I can't seem to find the same kind of lake and mountain camping here that we used to have in Atlanta.
So, how much kids do you have?
I have two boys, a 6 and a 9-year-old, who go to the Christ School with you.
Yeah.
Austin, who's going into 1st grade, and Eli, who's going into 4th grade.
I'm going in 2nd grade.
I know that.
What is your favorite thing to do for fun when you're not at the Christ School?
My favorite thing to do when I'm not at the Christ School is to spend time with my family. So those two boys I just told you about, I love spending time with them. We go outside and play, we create stuff in our house, spend time with my wife. I just love spending time with my family.
Well, mostly with my dad, I'm almost done building a box. I only have 5 sides done, and they're all like connected together right now.
Very cool. How big is the box?
2 foot by 2 foot. And so, how long have you been working at schools?
I've been working at schools for 11 years now.
That is pretty a long time. and I've been only alive for 7 years.
Wow, longer than you've even been alive.
Yep. And actually, what is your favorite part about working in schools?
It's probably working with kids. I love to see kids learn and grow and interact with them and kind of see those light bulbs go off as they're kind of learning. And so I really enjoy that whole process.
Yeah. Do you like video games or board games?
I like board games, and I'm not exaggerating when I say I probably have 80 to 91 board games in my house. We have a closet that has 2 doors that open up, so kind of a big closet, and it's completely filled with board games.
What type of board games do you like?
Oh, I like all kinds. I really like the ones that are probably not more typical, like not like the Monopolies as much, but more like, my favorite one is actually called Agricola. So that's a game that I really like. That's my favorite right now. We have all types of games. We have games for my boys that they're growing up, younger games, some adult games. Thanks a lot, code names. There's a lot of games that we're playing right now that we really like.
Well, we have code names too.
You do? Do you have the picture one, the word one,
We
the
have
two-person
the word
one?
We have the word one.
I love the word. My favorite one right now is actually the picture one. I really like there's these really weird pictures, and you gotta get your other person to guess it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, mostly one time I did May, and there was like tag on the board, May tag. Yeah.
Very clever.
My mother did not know.
Oh, that's a big part of the game. You gotta connect with the other person, which is why I like it. It's all about connection.
And actually, I said Ocean one because one was red team, and one was the assassin.
Oh, you gotta watch out for that one. I hope your audience really knows this game because they're gonna understand all these references.
Yep. And actually, my mother picked the assassin.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yes, I totally hate it. And like bop, 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 and like all the blue ones, but I didn't realize that one. So what is your favorite part about a choir?
Have you ever played a choir?
Yes.
Okay, I love it. I love the fact that there's a little bit of chance, what kind of towels you get, but there's also a good bit of strategy of when you're going to merge them, when you're going to kind of open up a 2, when you're going to start connecting it, and then having to keep track mentally of the cards and how many you have. So I like that there's kind of a mental part, a strategy part, and a chance part that all kind of come together. It's a fun game.
Well, actually, I've played a choir before, And each time, I beat the one who had a choir. His name was Mark, and he keeps getting first place with me. I keep getting second place.
That's fantastic. Who always gets first place?
Well, the one who always gets third place, the one who always beats me at board games, Joseph Boy.
Oh, so I guess he's never played me then if he always gets first place, huh?
Yes. So what is your favorite subject when you were in school?
My favorite subject of all time was economics, but I didn't get that until I was in high school and then college. So at your age, I would say my favorite subject was math.
What is economics?
It's a subject about, really, it all boils down, the easiest way I can explain it is supply and demand. It's all about what do people want to sell, what do people want to buy, and how does that all work in our system. It's really the exchange of money and goods.
Yeah. That's pretty much what we do at stores. Well, my living nanny mostly does all the shopping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love all that exchange and kind of learning about the micro and macro and all kinds of stuff.
And we get more pool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like a huge raft what we have right now. It's a huge emoji one.
I'm going to ask you a question, see if you know some econ. You ready?
Yes.
Let's say there's a store, and they had 10 products they're trying to sell. Okay?
Sure.
And there was only one person. Let's say let's change that and say there were 20 people who wanted to buy it. Do you think their price would go up, or do you think their price would go down?
Probably up.
Why?
Because actually the price will go up because it gets more saving, and they want to get like more money and like, yeah.
Hmm?
So they added like more, so kind of like up to like $10, like kind of like $10.99.
Mm-hmm. What if I had? Okay, so let's try this again. The store has 10. Pick a product. What's the fun thing you like?
Fun thing that I like is mostly like getting pool stuff.
Pool stuff. What's the best pool thing you've gotten?
Well, the best pool thing is that the huge emoji thing.
Okay, so there's 10
that
of these.
I always try to flip.
So let's say there's 10 huge emojis that can flip, right? But 20 people want to buy it. And right now it's $10 for each pool emoji thing that can flip.
Yes.
What is the owner of the store going to do to their price? There's 20 people who want to buy it, and he only has 10 to sell.
But actually, there's going to be like 10 behind it.
No, 10 is all he has. What do you think he would do?
Well, I don't know. Well, actually, I think they would just like get more from some other stores, but they have to like buy it with their money.
Huh.
And actually, then they can get like 10 more, and then they can just put it in the store, and then all the 20 can like buy it.
What if every other store is sold out though, and there's literally only 10? What can they do with their price to make more money for their business?
Well, maybe they could maybe they can like split it out to like 5, and then like more people would want it. But if you make it like $15.99, like $15.99, then only like 10 people would want to buy them.
So it'd be a good idea to make it $15.99?
Yeah.
And that's economy. That's economics right there.
Yeah.
It's that supply and demand. If there's more people that are demanding, like 20 people want the product, but there's only 10, they got to raise their prices.
Yeah.
And they can make money. So at $15.99, maybe only 10 want it. We're at $10, 20 want it. How many think would want it if it was $5?
Like kind of like 30 people.
Exactly. So in the price, that's supply and demand right there. And that's the basic concept of economics.
Yes.
And I love that, and going more in depth in all those topics.
Yes, because each time it goes like up, and up. Each 10 will like keep coming.
There you go. You got it.
Yep. And if it was like for free, like everybody would want to.
You're right. That's supply and demand. So you think you'll like economics too?
Yeah. It's pretty much fun.
I agree.
Well, in IXL, I do 3rd grade math.
That's fantastic.
And I'm actually on August 3rd. I'm going to a 3rd grade math class.
Actually, I heard about that. It's part of our math acceleration program.
Yep. And actually, when I was in first grade, I was going to a math thing at 2:00 for a second grade class. I went with Cooper and Jack and Keegan, which was in Mrs. McCall's class. Yeah.
Absolutely. We started that program last year and tried to find a few kids who really were excelling in math and see, could they change levels? Could we look at students and say, all right, based on not just when is your birthday, here's what you're going to learn, we're trying to look at the students and say, what are they really, where's their ability, what's their achievement levels, and then where's the best place for them? And so you're involved in that. We actually expanded it now so that all grades have that opportunity, and we're really excited about the future for the Christ School.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm very good at math. I know fractions. I know even or odds, and I know like my times tables, like all up to 10 times 10.
What is your favorite part of math?
Well, my favorite part of math is that you always get to add and subtract and multiply and divide, which I know how to do.
Very cool.
And so actually, my favorite part of math is it's 10 times 10 equals 100. It's on my chart.
Very nice.
So, do you have a favorite book?
My favorite book is the Bible. It's the one I read the most, the one that I enjoy the most. Obviously leads my life. It's from God, so I appreciate His wisdom and trying to live out this life and glorifying Him.
So what is your favorite part about the Bible?
Oh, that's a tough question. There's so much in there. So I love learning about the history, about God creating the world and the Israelites and how He saved His people. And then I love learning about Jesus Christ and how His life came on the earth and all that He did for us and the example He left for us. My favorite books are really probably Ecclesiastes and Matthew. So Ecclesiastes is my favorite. Really, it's Solomon, and God said that He gave him supernatural wisdom more than anybody else ever. And at the end of his life, he looks back and he says, what is the purpose of life? And so I love reading his reflections and his wisdom on the purpose of life. And then Matthew, I love just kind of the account it gives of Jesus' life and his teaching, the Sermon on the Mount in there, as well as many other parts of Jesus Christ's life.
Yeah, it's pretty much cool, but actually my favorite one is kind of like Matthew too.
Why Matthew?
Because actually, kind of like what you said about Matthew. Yeah, that's kind of my favorite part.
What part of what I said really you agree with?
Well, I forgot what you said for a little bit.
But you agree with it?
Yes.
Very good.
So, do you still use math every day like Mrs. Kelly said I would?
I actually do use math every single day. So there's some simple math you use when you go to the store, and then there's some more complex math that I use when I'm helping the Christ School.
Yeah, but for the store one, it's kind of like you have a budget.
You do have a budget.
Yep.
Absolutely. So you spend so much money on this, so much money on that.
Yeah. My mother and father taught me about all of those. So, can you stick around for math corners?
I would love to stick around for math corners.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners!
Thank you, Dr. Farrant, for helping me with Math Corners. Today we are talking about place values. I have a place value chart that I like to use. Chart has 1 to decillions, like 1s to 100 decillions, and I actually know how to count to 999 decillions.
Do you really? Wow. All right, so are you up for a little challenge?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start doing the place values that I know, and then when I stop, you take over and you keep going, okay? And I won't look at the chart, and you don't look at the chart. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ones place, tens place, hundreds place. We'll go into the thousands place, 10,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion,
quadrillion, 10 quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, quintillion, 10 quintillion, 100 quintillion, sextillion, 10 sextillion, 100 sextillion, septillion, 10 septillion, 100 septillion, octillion, 10 octillion, 100 octillion, nonillion, 10 nonillion, 100 nonillion, decillion, 10 decillion, 100 decillion.
That is fantastic. You just completed the entire chart. Well done, well done.
See, I told you I knew them.
You did, that was awesome.
I know my place values, but I do know my square roots.
You do, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You want another quiz?
Yep.
Okay. We've got a few numbers here. I want you to tell me their square root.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go with 49.
7.
Okay. Let's go with 81.
9.
Okay, let's get a little harder here. Let's go 196.
14.
Okay, 144.
12.
How about 256?
16.
Okay, 400.
20.
Okay, what is the biggest number you know the square root to?
Million.
What is it?
1,000.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Dr. Farrant, helping me with math corners.
Thank you, Tiberius, for letting me be part of Math Corners.
Now it's time for the heart of a lion. As you know, we talk about the qualities of living by the heart of a lion, which stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. Can you explain the differences between them, Dr. Farrant?
Absolutely.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We, the Tiberius Show, like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. We asked Dr. Farrant exactly what that means.
Leadership is really about influence. Leadership is, and the way we define it as good leadership, is about setting the right example and encouraging other people to do the right thing. Integrity is about doing right no matter what. Through life, there are a lot of different circumstances that arise, and integrity, someone who shows integrity, it doesn't matter what all the external things are, they always choose to do what is right. Obedience is about obeying those who are in authority over you, whether that's a teacher, a boss, a parent, that when you are asked to do something, that you respond with obedience, quickly and completely. Nobility is about having respect. It's about carrying yourself with respect and showing respect to others. When you put these 4 things together, that's Lion Strong.
This week I have worked on leadership. I've been working on building a large box, which I got the supplies at the Home Depot. They are going to take the pictures and plans of my box to help other kids learn to make their own boxes at the Home Depot. And that's our show, folks. I want to thank Dr. Farrant for being my special guest this week.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to challenge now you and your dad to a game of acquire.
Challenge accepted. And make sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show.
Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Bowen. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Creative group manager Danny Bowen. Broadcast associate James Smith. And your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Absolutely.